Clear, transparent urine feels like a health win, but it's actually a sign of overhydration, not peak health. When you drink more water than your kidneys need to process, they flush it straight through without concentrating it. Mild overhydration isn't dangerous. But in extreme cases, marathon runners, or people forcing down gallons of water, it can dilute sodium levels in the blood low enough to cause a condition called hyponatremia, which leads to confusion, seizures, and in rare cases, death. The healthiest urine isn't clear. It's the next one. Pale yellow. This is the color textbooks call normal, and for good reason. It comes from a pigment called urochrome, a byproduct created when your body breaks down old red blood cells. Every red blood cell you've ever had lives for about 120 days, then gets recycled, and part of that recycling process ends up in your bladder. Pale yellow means your hydration and your pigment output are perfectly balanced. It's the color doctors are hoping to see on every test strip. Dark yellow, same urochrome pigment, just concentrated. Less water means the same amount of pigment is packed into a smaller volume, so the color deepens. This is usually nothing more than a sign to drink more water. But here's the detail most people miss. Dark yellow first thing in the morning is completely normal, even in well-hydrated people, because you haven't had water in 7 or 8 hours, and morning urine is simply the most concentrated urine of the day. Amber or honey-colored, one step past dark yellow, and one step closer to a warning. At this stage, dehydration is no longer mild, it's measurable. Blood volume drops slightly, heart rate creeps up to compensate, and the kidneys are working harder to conserve every drop of water they can. Athletes and outdoor workers are taught to treat amber-colored urine as an actual checkpoint, not a guess. If it's this color, hydration needs to happen immediately, not eventually. Orange. This one splits into two very different explanations. The harmless version, certain foods and medications. Carrots and other beta-carotene-rich vegetables can tint urine orange, and so can common drugs like rifampin and phenazopyridine, the medication prescribed for UTI pain. The version worth paying attention to, orange urine can also signal a problem with the liver or bile ducts, because it may mean bilirubin, a pigment normally processed by the liver, is spilling into the urine instead. If orange urine shows up alongside pale, clay-colored stool, that combination is a genuine liver function red flag. Pink or red, the color that alarms people the most, and for good reason, because blood in the urine is one of the more common causes. But it isn't the only one. Beets are famous for turning urine pink or red in a phenomenon actually named beeturia, and it happens to some people every single time they eat beets, while others never experience it at all. The difference comes down to gut bacteria and how efficiently they break down the pigment. Certain laxatives and chemotherapy drugs cause the same red tint. The real dividing line, painless red urine that shows up once is often diet-related, but red urine paired with pain, or urine that stays red for more than a day, needs a doctor, not a Google search. Blue or green, the rarest color on this list, and the one that sounds fictional until you learn the science behind it. Certain medications, including some anesthetics and antidepressants, can tint urine blue or green as a harmless side effect. There is also a genuine, documented, if extremely rare, genetic condition called blue diaper syndrome, where a defect in tryptophan absorption turns an infant's urine blue. And in hospitals, certain urinary tract infections caused by specific bacteria can produce a blue-green tint due to a pigment called pyocyanin. Blue urine is almost never dangerous on its own, it's simply one of the strangest things the human body can produce. Brown or cola-colored, this is the color that should move someone toward urgent care, not a wait-and-see approach. It typically points to one of two things: severe dehydration concentrating urine to an extreme degree, or a liver condition causing bilirubin buildup, the same pigment responsible for the yellow tint in jaundice. There's a third, more dramatic cause worth knowing: extreme muscle breakdown, a condition called rhabdomyolysis, floods the bloodstream with a muscle protein called myoglobin, which turns urine the color of cola or dark tea. This can happen after extreme workouts, crush injuries, or certain drug overdoses, and it can cause kidney failure if untreated. Cloudy or milky white, clear urine that turns cloudy usually means one of three things is happening: a urinary tract infection introducing white blood cells and bacteria, kidney stones releasing crystals, or, less commonly, excess protein or fat entering the urine due to kidney dysfunction. In rare parasitic infections found in some tropical regions, cloudy, milky urine is caused by lymphatic fluid leaking into the urinary tract, a condition called chyluria. In most everyday cases though, cloudy urine paired with a burning sensation is the classic combination for a run-of-the-mill UTI. Foamy or bubbly. A small amount of foam is completely normal. It's just air mixing with urine as it hits the water, especially with a strong stream. The detail that actually matters is persistence. Foam that disappears in seconds is nothing. Foam that sits there, thick and bubbly, meal after meal, day after day, can be an early sign of proteinuria. Protein leaking into the urine because the kidney's filtering system, built from millions of microscopic units called nephrons, isn't screening it out the way it should. Persistent foamy urine is one of the earliest detectable signs of chronic kidney disease, often showing up years before any other symptom does. Purple. Almost nobody outside of medicine has heard of this one, and for good reason. It's exceptionally rare, and it only happens under very specific conditions. It's called purple urine bag syndrome, and it occurs almost exclusively in patients with long-term urinary catheters. Certain bacteria in the urine break down an amino acid called tryptophan into compounds that turn the collection bag purple or violet-blue over time. It looks alarming, but it's typically a marker of bacterial overgrowth rather than an emergency on its own, though it usually still calls for antibiotic treatment. Black. The color your body should almost never produce, and when it does, the cause is usually either a rare genetic disorder or a serious underlying condition. One documented cause is alkaptonuria, a genetic condition where the body can't properly break down certain amino acids, causing urine to turn black after it's been exposed to air for a while. Certain medications, heavy metal exposure, and in extremely rare cases, advanced melanoma, have also been documented causes of black-tinted urine. It sits at the very bottom of the color spectrum, the color that almost guarantees a trip to a doctor rather than a guess.